Question 22. Which of the following is or are not methods of solving simultaneous linear equations? The word linear here means the one that you just have x and x not to the power of 2 or to the power of 3 and others. You just have it as x. That's linear, because by the time you draw it with x to the power of 1, you have a straight line graph. But when it's to the power of 2, you have either equation coming in a curve like this or the other way around. And to the power of 3, you have it like this or like this. But when you say linear, that's a straight line graph. Which of these following is or are not methods of solving simultaneous linear equation? You know our simultaneous equation, where you have two unknowns, that's x and y as our unknown, where we don't have an x squared. So for you to solve a simultaneous equation, you can use elimination as one of the methods of solving it. You can't use completing the square to solve a linear simultaneous equation. You only use completing the square to solve quadratic equations where you have x squared, like in this case. So this can't do it. Then we have graphical method. You can solve a linear simultaneous equation using graphical method. A simultaneous equation is like this: x plus y equals to x plus y equals 3. This is not a real equation. So you can solve it by substitution. If you have an equation like this where you have equation 1 and equation 2, you can solve using substitution, but you can't solve using formula method. You can only solve quadratic equation using formula method. This is your formula method. You can only use it in solving quadratic equation, and since they say simultaneous linear equation, you can't use it. So this also doesn't work. Which of these are not methods of solving simultaneous linear equations? We have completing the square as not a method, and we have the use of formula as not a method. So we have method 2 and method 5 as methods of not solving simultaneous linear equations. So our answer is D. Note, it says are not methods of solving simultaneous linear equations. They are not methods.